Welcome to SEMA Central. I'm Kevin Ostie here at the 2017 SEMA Show in Las Vegas, and I'm honored to be joined on stage by none other than Mr. Barry Meguiar. Barry, who is no stranger to SEMA, to these shows, and in fact, they have bestowed quite an honor on you to bring you into the SEMA Hall of Fame this year.
Wow, I guess they ran out of names. I don't know.
I don't think so.
We've run out of names. We better go down the list somewhere and see if we can find somebody else.
Yeah, very, very humble, but not true. So we were just talking a second ago that you've been to every one of these events.
I have. In fact, not only was it the first SEMA show, I was before SEMA. Robert E. Peterson, started a performance show in Dodger Stadium, under the bleachers. And another guy named Noel Carpenter started a performance show at the same time in the Disneyland Hotel in a section of their ballroom. There's about 30 of us were there. Each one of us had a 10-foot booth with the drape around it, Edelbrock and all those. And that was the very beginnings. And then Bob Peterson, ended up buying out Noel. Noel moved his event into the Anaheim Convention Center for a few years. Bob bought him out. And then he says, but Bob, we need to go to Las Vegas. I've looked at this and it was a very small convention center at the time. He said, but that's where it needs to be. And he's the one that brought Bob Peterson here.
Really?
And checked this all out, and that's all. And Noel Carpenter's kind of the unsung hero of all this. But
well, interesting. Some little competition that became a catalyst for change.
Yeah. So it's been quite a ride from the very tiny situation in those first days to what it is now, 2 million square feet, something like 180,000 people here.
Oh, it's incredible.
Over the next 4 days. It's
so,
just amazing.
From your firsthand experience, the mission of those early shows compared to the mission of today, how has it evolved?
Well, I don't know that it's changed all that much. Now, we were criminalized in the 80s, over the gas shortage, and all of us hot rodders were criminals, and so we had to change the name. It was the Speed Equipment Manufacturers Association, And so that didn't play too well in the press. They were all over us, and it looked like it was kind of the end of our car guy world. Yep. But we've evolved with the name over the years, and but it's still, the hobby was mostly hot rodders back at that time. Mm-hmm. And it was feeding their passion, give them every product to make their car look cool and go faster. Mm-hmm. Higher performance. What's changed?
Right, no, you got to.
It's just the hobby now is, 10% of the U.S. population are car guys.
10%.
10%. We got 35 million car guys in the United States. Those are hard numbers, okay? Now, some of them are younger, don't have their driver's license. There's car guys. I talk to car guys that are 10 years old, I talk to some that are, elderly that aren't driving anymore. Some, for health reasons, have never been able to have a car, but they can match you on and everything you want to talk about in a car. They are car guys. You don't have to have a car to be a car guy,
Right.
And just say that girls are car guys, ladies are car guys, It's about the passions, not about your gender.
Yep.
But 35 million of us, it's kind of grown, and here we are. I think we're the second largest trade show in the United States after CES, so it's quite a thing.
I believe that to be true, and as you know, not only being a businessman, but also being on the media side and talking to people, the great unifier is car stories. Everybody's got a story.
I think the great unifier is passion.
Yeah. That's your word.
Well, we both have passion for it, and everybody here. There's another trade show going a few blocks away from here. You walk in, I'm sorry, there's it's business. You come here and it's passion. This is a happening. You come here, there's energy.
Yeah.
I've always marveled. The last day of this show was Friday. Last day of any trade show is getaway day. All the big name guys are gone. They just have the lower echelon people. No, not here.
No.
It's always at 4 o'clock on Friday when they say the show is now closed. There's always a collective groan.
Yeah.
And many times I shot with our cameras, shot the aisles, how busy those aisles are at 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon.
Yeah, no, it seems to grow. Nobody wants to go home.
Oh, I tell you, it's just, it's amazing 4 days. It really is.
So what's it been like to be involved with SEMA, your whole career, basically?
Well, it has been. It's part of me. It really is. There's certain things that they're just part of your DNA, and SEMA is that. I've grown up with it. Been involved with all the people leading it, and Chuck Blum, and great friends with him, and so admired Chuck for the basis. And then Chris comes along, and he just say 17 years now. Chris Kirsting has been our leader.
Wow.
And guys like Wade Kawasaki who's doing the chairmanship thing, and they're also passionate, they're giving of their time, and it is an incredible organization. Why do all these hundreds of people give their time volunteering for SEMA? It is passion. They love what they do, they're doing it, they don't need to get paid for it. And I think the car hobby itself is the greatest fraternity on the planet.
So
car guys are
you encourage people to get involved.
Yeah, you know, I've been excited. I did Car Crazy TV for 18 years, and it was never about selling car wax. It was about bringing the car hobby together, breaking down the barriers. And you know, it doesn't matter if you're a high-end guy or a low-end guy or ethnicity. There's no social barriers. We're all car guys, you know, just bringing the hobby together and kind of being a cheerleader for that. And I've just found that the car hobby is the same globally. You know this, but no matter where you go in the world, the car guys are exactly the same. They're caring, they're giving, they're so generous with their time. If somebody competed with them on the lawn at the car show, and their car won't start, they'll go over and help them. You know, I mean, you break down with an old car on the side of the road. You don't sit there very long before there's 3 or 4 guys crawling into your car and helping you get it fixed. You know, it's just this great community that. I always figure if I can get more people to be car guys, you know, we'll have a better world.
We'd all get along.
Yeah.
Well, listen,
more car guys, less wars, fewer wars. You know, this
agree.
chaos that's going on in America today is just heartbreaking. You know, there's so much anger and angst. We need to turn them on to car guys. They wouldn't be yelling at each other. They'd be working on cars together.
I think that's a great plan. I think we'll start today.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Barry, congratulations on the Hall of Fame. We really
congratulations
appreciate
to you.
it.
You've had a great career, and you've always done your trade so very, very well. This is pretty cool sitting here right in the
Hey, I'm
lobby.
honored. I get to talk to people like you and learn. It's a great thing.
Yeah.
I'm Kevin Ostie. Thanks again for joining us here at SEMA Central at the 2017 SEMA Show.